The Beyond Diagnosis service is an emotional support service for individuals who are affected by cancer across the Nottinghamshire area.
Beyond Diagnosis is a service that Self-Help UK developed a few years ago. It's in response to that question that many people face with cancer after they've had treatment or at the point of diagnosis. Well, now what? And what we wanted to do was to provide an answer to that question.
We support anybody affected by cancer, so that's newly diagnosed all the way up to end of life. We do that by providing a volunteer in the community to do some one-to-one work.
We've got a bunch of the most amazing volunteers, people who often have gone through cancer themselves or they've had an experience of cancer in their family.
So that volunteer can go and do a home visit, have a couple of chats and talk about how they're feeling, or it could be going to a local coffee shop, going for a walk, attending a GP appointment or an hospital appointment, or going to one of the many cancer support groups that's in the Nottinghamshire area.
Coming together with people with a shared experience means that they already know what you've been through, they already know your experiences. So the whole premise of Beyond Diagnosis is getting people to the lives that they want to live, living well with cancer and beyond their diagnosis.
Our clients get that emotional support that they may be lacking. They get that one-to-one support from a volunteer who's there to talk through whatever they want to talk through, helps to reduce their social isolation, helps to reduce their loneliness, re-engages them within the community, and just adds another support strand to their support network.
We know and we hear time again that people feel they spend enough time in hospital throughout their journey. So for them to be able to access this service at home and out in the community is really lovely.
So the benefits are really that you have somebody who will support you, listen to you and talk with you in a way that you want them to.
Had really good feedback that they really like that, and we've had some really good friendships made. So the meeting in an informal setting, it could be at home or in the community. A lot of our patients are elderly, they're socially isolated, so they really benefit from having someone visiting regularly.
If somebody wanted to attend a support group, they might not feel that they're confident enough to go and do that on their own. And Beyond Diagnosis is a great way of having some support and actually taking steps to improve that confidence so they can reach that end goal and hopefully then go on to access other services out in the community as well.
My name is Femi Falorunsho. In 2009, I went through cancer, and while I was receiving the treatment in the hospital, I got support from Macmillan Cancer. At some point, I made a donation to the organization. I thought that was not enough. I just wanted to get involved personally to support people who are going through the same thing that I went through. So, in the course of searching, I came across FF UK, and that was how I started about 2 years ago.
Hi, my name's Del Stacey. Last year, August 2018, out of the blue, I was diagnosed with primary breast cancer. So my initial reaction was shock and a fear for my son. I have a 9-year-old son. What about him? What about his future? What do I tell him? There's a lot of information they give you, and a lot of it's very medical. It can be really, really difficult to digest, and I think it's much easier if you have somebody you can talk to. So I would like to be able to support or help somebody just from my experience, or just to listen, because I talk a lot about my cancer. So I think it's good for somebody else to talk about their cancer, and I can just be there to listen. And also there's some things around identifying with somebody, so it's nice that somebody can identify with me and my story. I think that'd be really, really good.
We've designed Beyond Diagnosis to be really accessible. We want you to be able to get to us on the phone, you can email us, but you can also talk to one of your clinicians. It may be a GP that you want to talk to and say that you're looking for some help.
You can make a self-referral, so you could give us a ring at Self Help UK. We ask a few questions and then we can come out and do a visit with yourself to get a bit more information.
So if you look for one of our leaflets, these are everywhere, and it tells you about the service and how to get in touch with us. If not, get in touch with us on our website, that's another way you can find us. But generally, talking to somebody that's supporting you at the moment, they'll know about Beyond Diagnosis.
I would say to anybody who is affected by cancer to give Beyond Diagnosis a call if they're needing someone to talk to around emotional or practical needs, where we can match you with a volunteer in the community that would be able to meet for a cuppa and talk about what it is that you need.
Talk to a member of the Beyond Diagnosis team, talk to one of the coordinators.
If you're thinking about becoming a volunteer with the Beyond Diagnosis service, once you've received your application form and you've had your interview, you'll then be invited along to a full day's training at no expense to you. During this day, you'll meet other volunteers and you'll have the opportunity to observe scenarios or even take part and ask as many questions as you'd like to. The day will be informal but informative.
I think they'd find straight away that it's a very, very supportive team, and what I particularly liked about the way that you are supported and trained in becoming a volunteer was that you're actually matched to the people that you support.
It is something that is highly rewarding, it is psychologically satisfying, and I will encourage people who have decided that this is what they want to do to just go ahead and do it because the benefits are innumerable.
Absolutely do it. I think people really underestimate the impact of emotional support services like Beyond Diagnosis. So really just make the referral because it really does change people's lives.
Don't go through this alone. Let us help you, that's what we're here for.